ask questions. Welcome to The Offshoot. I'm the host, Sean Nelson. This is a segment called Thoughts, and I really do not want to scare anyone right now because there is so much going on right now in this country. It's expanding globally, and I do feel like folks are on edge and there are a lot of fears, legitimate. But I preface this by saying that I don't want to scare you all because I think that we are heading toward a third world war. We saw what happened last week in the White House with the Orange Man, I will not use his name, and his vice president when they came after the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy. I have to give this man credit for sitting there and not feeling the need to lash out and punch those two individuals. But something happened in that meeting that we really should think about. Something was said in that meeting that should give us pause. And this is why I say I don't want to scare anyone, but we should have all the utmost concern about what was said and how it could lead to devastating outcomes for not just people in this country, but around the world. So if you did not see that press conference last week, one of the things that stood out for me was the attack on Mr. Zelenskyy when the Orange Man basically accused him of wanting to start a third world war. Now, you have to go back and look at the full clip to understand what exactly was said and what was behind that, because there are terms that describe that action. So the Orange Man basically did what some have called a preemptive accusation. He accused the president of Ukraine, Zelenskyy, of wanting a war, knowing in his own head that that's something that he and his party would like. The word that describes these actions more accurately is called accusation in a mirror. And it is defined as this. It is a false claim that accuses the target of something that the perpetrator is doing or intends to do. So, in other words, we heard the Orange Man accuse Volodymyr Zelenskyy of wanting a third world war, when in fact, that was just an accusation in the mirror, which means that this president of the United States and his vice president was basically telling the American people, telling the entire world that a third world war is coming. People, wake up to this, read between the lines. It's quite scary. And I don't mean to scare anyone about this because none of us have ever lived through a world war. But some of us have lived through the Vietnam War, the Korean War, the war in the Middle East. And though nothing really took place on the soil of the United States of America, still thousands of people were killed in those other wars. But this is different. This means it could be a war that could take place on U.S. soil. And think about this. They already told you that they want to take Greenland. They already told you that they want to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. So think about what they're saying, think about what they're doing, and look at the accusations that they are projecting onto other people. Because what they're doing is putting out false claims, accusing their target of something that they intend to do. And what they intend to do is start a third world war for their own benefits. Just some thoughts. I don't profess to have the answers. I'm just here to ask questions.